Hi everyone, today we're talking about a FAANG poll that I posted in a stock market group. Now I'm going to talk about the results of this poll. Well, I'm going to show it to you, and I'm also going to talk about my opinions and how I would have voted and how I rate them, which I've done a video slightly before, slightly similar, but if you want to check that out you can do. But I'm going to do a little talk about some other people's opinions, which I don't really do too much, but I was kind of interested to run this poll and see how everyone rated the FAANG stocks. Now, this group that I posted this poll on is called Positive Investing. It's a Facebook group where there's a lot of discussions about obviously the stock market, different stocks, buying points. It's a group that actually has a mixture of long-term investors, swing traders and day traders, which is a really good mix to have, and seeing different people's opinions and different people's opinions, investing styles. This group is run by another YouTuber, and the YouTuber is Positive Investing. So check his channel out if you want. He posts some really good videos, some interesting videos, and he does a lot of deep dive into stocks, talking about what he thinks is going to happen and the potential kind of growth sectors in a stock and what have you. All that sort of good stuff. So getting into this poll, I actually posted this about a week ago, but it actually got a lot of reaction. I think this poll actually got the most reaction I've ever seen on this group, which was good. But yeah, so I posted that I just wanted to know everyone's favourite FAANG stocks, and down at the bottom with only 2 votes was Netflix, which I was really surprised about. I thought there'd be a lot of people that really like Netflix, but it has had a bit of a battering over the last month or two. And to be honest with you, I would put Netflix down as like number 5. It is my least favourite FAANG stock by a good mile. But yeah, it only got two votes. I mean, it still offers good growth, but it's a very high PE. And when you look at the competition that's going into Netflix's sector, with a PE like that, you would kind of think that it's got no competition at all, when it really does, and it's really affecting its user growth over the last earnings report. It affected it big time. The 4th place and 3rd place was actually joint, which was Google and Amazon, which I was quite surprised about. I did expect Google to be higher up. Obviously, Amazon is always going to grow. It's a great growth stock when you look at all the areas of investing. Great company. If I invested into Amazon right now, 5 years down the line, I'm sure I pretty much have made a good return on that stock. It's guaranteed to go up in value. I just think it's slightly overvalued right now. The PE is absolutely mental, and the forward PE, I'd like it to be closer to 30ish than what it is right now. I just think it's gone up absolutely mental, and obviously it's chasing down that $1 trillion market cap, which a lot of people think it's going to hit this week. And also it's gone to $2,000 per share. I mean, it is a solid company. It's safe money to be invested in, but if I was to get in Amazon, I would like to get it cheaper at a discounted rate. But it just seems like when Amazon does go on a discounted rate, everyone just invests into that stock, and it pretty much never has really too much of a big dip. Google, though, Google only got 10 votes, which I was really surprised about with the amount of growth it has in a lot of its sectors. Yeah, just really surprised altogether. I mean, it's got a decent PE, still offers a great growth. I did expect it to be a little bit higher. It's a company that I talked about investing in quite a lot, and I was looking at trying to get into Google at some point, but obviously Facebook had its big sell-off, and then when Facebook had its big sell-off, that's when I decided to get into Facebook instead, which is actually the number 2 company. Now Facebook, obviously, I am a shareholder in Facebook, and even though you'd have a great portfolio, very tech heavy, but a great portfolio if you just invested into these stocks altogether. But Facebook obviously offers really good growth. Obviously it's been affected by the daily active users, but when you look at the potential for advertising on Messenger and WhatsApp and the price that they can put these adverts up, Facebook is in no problem at all currently, and it should grow much more. It should recover its losses. Whenever you see sort of a dip like that in one of these stocks, it's just an opportunity to buy for sure. So yeah, I'm happy I got into Facebook, and to be fair, I voted on Google on this, but I probably should have voted Facebook because it is my favourite stock of right now because of the price it's at. And number one, being absolutely amazing, like over the last month, it's gone up like 20%, is Apple. As you know, I've got mixed opinions about Apple. It is a good company. It's got a great balance sheet. Obviously, the iPhone is a really important thing. You know, I can't see anything knocking the iPhone off anytime soon. But you do have a lot of people updating, a lot less, but it's still going to be a steady stream of income. You just want to see another kind of sector take over from the iPhone. Obviously, the other side of investing into Apple is you get all the service side of it, which has been taken off massively, which is obviously, you know, a big thing. I definitely think that it's a very safe stock to invest in, and if I was to recommend a stock, I'd probably point people towards Apple. But for me, it just doesn't have that growth ambition. Apart from the service side of it that I do like to have. And for me, on that list, I would put, you know, Facebook definitely a bigger buy than Apple right now. And when a stock like Apple goes up like that, obviously it's better to get it at a discount. So when it gets to 52-week highs like that, I won't be investing right now. But I saw an interview with Warren Buffett the other day talking about Apple, and he was saying that he's just buying more shares into it. I think he currently owns like 5%, and I think he can only get up to 10%. So he's about halfway there, so he's probably got another 5% that he's probably going to be buying into Apple. And we should see Apple up the dividend over the next few years, as it has done so far. And it's also got its new iPhone show, whatever it is, releasing its new iPhone coming out. So, you know, Apple, safe stock. I don't know about Apple. I like Google. I'd love to own Amazon. As much as I slate it, if Amazon came down in price, or it just kind of stays stagnant for a while, I would love to get into Amazon. Same with Google, Netflix. All these stocks are, fundamentally are really good stocks. Just some are very overvalued. I think that's the big thing about a few of these. But interesting, guys. Yeah, interesting to see a lot of people's opinions. Slightly different from mine, as you can tell, but roughly about the same. Apart from I would probably have Google above Apple and Facebook at the top. But very interesting to see, guys. Thought I'd share that with you because I find it interesting seeing other people's opinions on the FAANG stocks. Guys, give the video a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for all the support recently. It's been amazing, and I'll see you in the next video, guys.